Okay, we're here with the Ark on MERA Luna 2011, and they visited us on Nachtaktiv and ECHOZONE booth, and just we have a small talk about the new album at last after some years of absence.
After 10 years, I guess.
After 10 years, you did
10, 12.
10, 12 years, and you did a compilation before a few years ago or 1 year ago, I think.
It's about two years ago. We did a compilation of old stuff. 18 songs. On the Arch of Noise. Yeah.
Okay. What was the initial reason, to get back as the Ark? You probably done tons of other things in the past, and I think you never stopped music, but not in a band.
No, because we like to play music. That's basically what we want to do.
Yeah.
All the other things, it's rubbish. So we want to play music.
Yeah.
After all these years, 25 years now.
So this brings me to the conclusion why you haven't released some albums in the meantime.
Because I think because we weren't ready to make an album, a full album. We wanted to make it when the songs were finished. We're not making fast an album and think the songs are okay, but some songs are only 1 year old, but other songs are 5, 6 years old.
Yeah.
It's a little bit a mixture of songs we made in the last 10 years.
And we had to make kids. Also,
of course,
right?
I understand. Like we all do, You have some interesting history. Yeah, you have some until today, some very well-known songs. For instance, Babsi is Dead in Germany, or what was the other title?
Rip Dancer in Spain.
Yeah, right.
That are the two songs.
So they are still, you're still a name, and it's interesting because your sound on the new album, well, I know it. Almost all the audience
you
will know,
and the Arch.
Only me and the band. And it's interesting because you kept the interesting mixture of not doing the standard, electronic kind of style music. Just it keeps, it's difficult probably for some people looking for the cliche EBM or electronic kind of stuff.
But because we have a lot of influences. We are with 5. The band is with 5. So everyone has their own style. And influence.
When we start a song, we're not thinking about we're gonna make a body music song. Of now we're gonna make that song. We start with a synthesizer line or a guitar line, and then we do something we all like.
Is this worked out in on sessions, or do you work out some lines for your own and present to the other guys?
No, we work together. In at one place.
Like improvising sessions.
Someone start with maybe a guitar riff or maybe with a synthesizer.
Okay.
It could be everything.
Well, this is this could be is in fact the reason why the songs are just sounding like songs, like compositions, and not like the standard stuff, putting together all the pieces, the beat and the lines, and you have always the feeling, I've heard this before with some band. It's very, very interesting because to keep your freshness and the unique style of a project itself.
Well, every Thursday we come together as a band, and we've got a little place in our hometown where we make music every week. So not all the band is there always, but we work always on the songs. And I think we're not doing jams or something. It's always everybody plays every instrument. So Gert can play the keyboards. I can play keyboards.
Ah, okay.
We all create the music.
Yeah. About your live performances, I saw you were in Ghent a few months ago, together with the Covenant, I think.
Yeah.
And what was your experience, your feeling about this special gig? Because it was in a special, environment, very not a standard concert kind of hall, And it was interesting because I saw it, and it was interesting for me. The performance is very, analog driven. It's not like, the typical keyboard sequences stuff on Mac, and then everything runs itself. It's very analog, because you play with a drummer, as far as I remember, and it's
we don't play with
no drummer,
live.
No live, no live.
Maybe in the future we'll do, yeah. Because on the record, on the last record we made now,
okay.
The drums are from a live drummer. So
okay. That's why you don't play with a live drummer if you record
with. Maybe in a few months we will do that.
Yeah.
With a live drummer.
And
it would be nice. Yeah.
It's for me it's interesting because electronic-based bands using a real drummer is difficult because the compositions aren't proposed to use with a live drummer. There are some beats you simply cannot play live. Yeah. If they are played live,
and some sequences it's too difficult to play live.
Yeah. And it's much more complicated to get shows with a live drummer, to be honest, because it's more complicated,
But we want to do it.
We want to make a mix, live drummer mixed with a drum computer.
Yeah. And especially in Belgium, it's interesting for me because the audience was, kind of different. It was very classic-driven audience.
Not commercial.
Not too commercial. Not really. The popular cyber electro kind of audience.
Typical Belgium.
Yeah, it's typical for Belgium.
I think, yeah.
So it's interesting. I've read a news on Facebook lately about us, getting more and more Belgian bands, which is not on purpose. It's just accidentally because we get to know each other before, and we did something with the Klinke, and you're connected with the Klinke in some way.
They are friends of us,
And now we're doing something with Northern Sadness.
Yeah, we know.
And for me, it's interesting because we get a lot of electronic-based bands wanted to release on our label, and I was never into that aggressive Hachiko style kind of thing. It's okay, but it just felt right on the label itself. So. It's interesting for me because most of the German bands, not all, but most of the German bands try to imitate those kind of things. Project Pitchfork or Front 242, 242, and especially in Belgium, I remember from my past, which is kind of identical to your past, I think. There was very influential Belgian bands, especially in electronic kind of style music, and. The whole world, or especially Germany, tried to adopt those things. Some bands create something new, but most of the bands just think, okay, I heard this 20 years ago, basically the same, with newer technologies, What do you think about the, modern technologies in terms of promotion? It's completely different than 10 or 20 years ago. You cannot live without, the online promotion, for instance. And you need to have, a new vision of how the band is promoted. You cannot simply go out there and say, okay, we're great musicians, and the people go there. You have to go to the bands, and this is used through online promotion. But I think it's difficult because it's an information overflow. It's a difficult question, probably. It's a difficult question, probably. It's very complex, because. But it's interesting for me because, as you may know, even if you have one name to work with and some history, and you have a huge history, to get to the people, not only the ones who already know you, but get a new audience. and for this you need different styles of promotional items, which are very different to 10 or 20 years ago. So I had this discussion with some bands before, because of the information overflow. It's just too many bands, too many people doing online promotion, and you cannot simply go out there and tell, okay, we're a great band, we have a history. That's not enough today. So
we did an action, a Facebook action.
Yeah.
Before the album release, we did the Facebook action. With
really. Yeah.
If you want to put your name on our album, you have to become friends of our Facebook page. It was just a little stunt to get more friends.
It worked really well.
And all those guys can buy the album.
Yeah.
I hope they buy the album.
And I think it worked because absolutely
good thing.
Yeah.
With it.
And another thing is, you're a director, a video director.
Yeah, that's my profession. Yeah.
Your profession, and you did some videos from live concert.
Yeah.
What is the what was the reason to combine this, apart from the fact that you can do it?
Well, I studied video directing.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to do. But also making music, and to combine those two is for me heaven.
Okay,
so
it's quite similar to things, combining things we do in our company, just with the video production and stuff.
It
not always works well, but
it's a good combination.
It's a good combination because you need the visuals today.
Yeah, it is.
And another thing which is interesting for me is your live concerts. You were doing some live concerts.
Yes.
And as a support, I think, for Clan of Cymex.
Yeah, in January next year.
Yeah.
In Spain, one gig in Madrid and one gig in Barcelona.
Yeah.
We also doing a tour in Eastern Europe. In a few. Maybe Peter can tell a little bit more about the tour.
I think we're playing 7 concerts in Romania, Slovenia, and one concert in Vienna, I think. But the tour isn't complete, so we're still working on it. It's not so easy.
Hopefully you get into Germany, It's difficult in Germany, I think.
Yeah.
Stuttgart in December. I think the 4th of December.
Yeah.
At the Young Wave Festival in Stuttgart in House.
Die Perlen. Maybe you know Die Perlen.
And I hope we can play more shows in Germany.
Hopefully next year on MERA or some kind of festival.
Why not?
Why not?
I think when we have to see when the album comes out, how the people are going to react to it.
Yeah.
I hope they react all positive, and
you never know.
You never know. Like you said, we're not making a new wave or a body music album. It's just the art.
It's a mixture of a few styles.
Yeah. But I think it will take some time to get the right audience. But in the combination of an album release and tour, I think it will work. I hope it will work.
I hope so with you.
We hope to.
So we will meet next year again here when you play it live. We try to promise it. It's a deal. Okay, it's a deal. Okay, let's say goodbye.
At least we are very happy to work with ECHOZONE.
Me too, of course. Me too. I hope you will like it.
And it's great to be here at MERA Festival. It's nice festival. A little bit too commercial, but it's nice.
Yeah,
nice
I
people.
agree, but this huge festival, it's okay.
Thanks for the invitation.
Yeah. Okay, and we say goodbye for this one.
Ciao.